What's going on, guys? This is Miyasin, and this is the zombie mayakashi testing video. Let's get right into it. Replay number 1, going second against this Sacred Beast deck that bricked like there's no tomorrow. Holy shit. The only playable cards, Ash, Judgment, Call by the Grave. So if he has like another turn to like play the game, it's not gonna be that bad, but I also have to play kind of passively. I can't really do that much, but it's all good, to be honest. I'm going to get that zombie world, and then the Link 2 is definitely going to get hit by that Solemn Judgment, and that I said to pass. Doesn't top deck the best card. Twin Twister right away. I don't really know why, especially on the yeah, I don't know. Probably should have held it. But yeah, now I'm going to go normal summon. Keep that Solitaire, so if this gets interrupted, well, at least I have a chance to play next turn. But whatever. I mean, everything goes through, so I can send that Gozuki with the Water Mayakashi, and that summons Solitaire from the hand. So that's really good, because now I can summon that Uni Zombie. Needle Fiber, freaking Glue Bloom, whatever. There's just no way I lose. Monarchs, oh my god. Look at this, man. Imagine bricking in Monarchs, Jesus. That deck has so many ways to brick. Either you draw all the small monsters or all the big monsters. But when you don't brick, the deck is actually really freaking good. I don't know if you guys remember, but when Lithium played the Monarchs in the... It was a pretty disgusting format too, with like Infernoble, everything. He did pretty well, and by the way, this is so freaking cool. When you turn Doom King into a level 9 because of Uni Zombie, and then you have Glow Bloom to sync with it for a Baroness on your own turn, so now you have everything. You have Baroness, you have Doom King, Needle Fiber, and of course, during the opponent's turn, you can go from Merla Synchron into Sharanui Sun Saga and pop an extra card on top of that. So you have a negate. I just have so much. Like, I almost OTK'd going first. Like, I mean, on my first turn. If that Super Poly could actually summon a zombie, I would have killed him. But unfortunately, the zombie Super Poly target is a dragon. Dragon Necro Nether Soul Dragon, materials 2 zombie. Sketch. Anyways, whatever. It's all good in the hood. He cannot do jack, and I'm just gonna kill him. Okay, so now I'm going first against this Eldritch deck. Actually, pretty disgusting. Forbidden Drop is really nice in Eldritch because you don't really minus when you get rid of your cards. So it's kind of like extra copies of Solemn Strike, but at the same time, you do have to send a monster if you want your opponent to not be able to negate Forbidden Drop. Otherwise, like, if you're only sending traps, like, all you're really preventing would be, like, Solemn Judgment, which isn't ideal, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I really have to link off this water guy, well, not the freaking link monster, but this water guy, because as long as it's on the field, I can't summon from the extra deck except Mayakashi's, and that's kind of annoying, NGL, so now that I linked it off for the Link 3, which still doesn't really do anything, at least I get to kind of play the game, and yeah, I love drawing Glow Bloom. It doesn't bother me at all, and by doesn't bother me, I mean it seriously bothers me a lot. So I can still play the game, but could have been better. Well, not through an Ash, because I had Call by the Grave, but yeah, you get the point. Forbidden Drop, send 2 cards, negate, not really relevant. Neg a lot for the Super Poly, so now he has literally nothing relevant, and my monster is still alive. Oh my god. Right, so he sets the 2 cards that really don't interrupt me at all. So, yeah, kind of was a little too oppressive on my own turn, and I'm going to be able to banish that Dragon Necro Nether Soul. Only attack for 15. I don't want to commit to, like, a Mayakashi lock, so I really want to keep that Needle Fiber so I can go into, like, either Baroness or Sun Saga on his turn. At least he gets to summon this Eldritch the Golden Lord, but he actually has plays for days because of this, so he gets to summon either the Doom King. It's actually really bait for me because I didn't know he was playing that version. So I'm still not gonna die. I'm still definitely in a really good position. But if he summons that Doom King again, it's going to be bad for me. But you already know that I'm not going to allow him to do that. And Eldritch, as long as it comes back from the grave, I'm just going to go Nugget, put back the attack to 0, and then you can't do anything, so I win. Oh my god, I really love going second against Darklight. It's so annoying, man. Oh my god. Like, Ferris plus Shadow Mist is already game. And then he also has Imperm and Super Poly as, like, insult to injury. And currently, I said currently, jokingly, I don't have any way to to negate that Dark Law. So if he summons Dark Law with this hand, it's Scoop to the Scoop City. Like, there's actually nothing I can do at all. Literally nothing. And he also has that other, hero monsters, so he can use Polymerization. But whatever, I mean, at this point, you probably already win against, like, 90% of the top meta decks. Like, Dark Law really is that good. Like, it's by far the best hero card out there. It's just so good. Like, if you successfully summon the card, it's game over. Yeah, and also when you, like, well, not link off, but fuse off mask off that Shadow Mist on my own turn, you also get a search. So either like Stratos for recovery or Honesty Neo, so I can't just jump over. But I'm skillful at Yugimons and I draw the Imperm. But it's also really annoying how the Dark Law isn't already there, so I have to like literally foolishly foolish, like for no reason, just so he gets to summon the Dark Law, so then I can Imperm. So if I played Shiranui Spirit Master, that would have been really freaking nice. I remember the good old days when people would go like Uni-Zombie Effect, and then their opponent would go like Mass Change, summon Dark Law, and then would be like, okay, send Spirit Master, pop. Congratulations, you just outplayed yourself. But I don't play Shiranui Spirit Master. Maybe I should, because I am playing one Shiranui style Synthesis. But, whatever. Someone did recommend me to play Shiranui Smith. It's a card that when you use it as a synchro material, you get to, by the way, I'm getting destroyed, you get to search a Shiranui card from your deck to your hand, and the majority of them are completely irrelevant, except Shiranui Style Synthesis, Solitaire, and the Mayakashi Shiranui Trap. Pretty good, if you ask me. But I already have a lot of ways to search the Mayakashi Trap, and by a lot I mean hard drawing the trap and drawing Mayakashi Return. So it's like a lot, but whatever, it's enough, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Anyways, let's get into the next one. Okay, I'm going second again. I just really enjoy losing dice rolls. And yes, I'm going first deck. It's just, I keep losing my dice rolls every single turn, or when I do win my dice rolls, I don't know. I mean, actually, there were a few dice rolls that I won that I kind of savaged my opponent. This Super Poly was very, very early, but I mean, whatever. There's like nothing to Super Poly against Mayakashi. All the monsters I summon are kind of irrelevant NGL, but yeah, he at least should have waited until he saw whichever monster I summoned, so then he could have Super Poly using my two monsters. But again, it really doesn't change jack shit, so... Rivalry is insane here, so he can't go like Lilith and then summon the Diabolos. So he's stuck on a pretty bad monster that doesn't do jack. And because of that, this game is going to be very, very much in my favor. If I can trigger the effect of a zombie, I can banish that face down, which was a huge misplay. And as soon as I have enough damage output to go for game... well, it's gonna be game, so... But yeah, summon back that Water Boy, and then Shiranui Solitaire, tribute that Water Boy, so I'm no longer on the under the Mayakashi lock, but that doesn't really accomplish that much for me, so yeah, Vampire Sucker, and then on my opponent's turn, revive back the Doom King, banish, draw one. That's always a loop of I always proactively trigger Doom King, because under my own rivalry, I can't go into Needle Fiber, so I am still locked under a zombie, which is more annoying than you think. And if I summon a monster with 2800 attack or more in attack, the Starving Venom can crash, destroy all my monsters, and then he can start summoning Lilith into Diabolos. And this is where I actually become in trouble. So I don't really want that to happen, because in very simplified game state, Lilith is way better than Doom King if he has like Lair of Darkness, because he also gets a trap every single turn. My Doom King can't negate because it tributes for cost. So the Lair deck is probably one of my favorite decks in the entire game once it actually gets set up, but getting to that setup phase is always really difficult. It takes too much time, and against like super competitive decks, since you're playing from behind, you don't really have a huge advantage. So if we could actually get some nice competitive support to make sure that the Lair of Darkness deck can actually be better early game, would be really nice. I personally would be playing it. I know one of my good friends, Dave Trépanier, almost topped a YCS Niagara 2018 with Lair of Darkness control in a very serious format with like Thunder Dragon, Gookie, Danger, FTK. And the worst part is, when I say he almost topped, I don't mean, oh, he got sacked at the last round of Bubble. No. Like, he actually had a topping score, X2-1 at the end of Swiss. And people who actually topped also were X2-1, it's just that his tiebreakers were not as good, so unfortunately he didn't make it. But yeah, he's also one of the best deck builders and players I know personally. Yeah, we have some really good players in Quebec, Canada. But anyways, let's get into the next replay. I think I'm going second. Oh, I'm going second again, definitely. Alright, Lilith, and then Tribute. A lot of kind of sketchy card. Well, Ring of Destruction is sketch, but the rest is pretty legit. I mean, Back to the Front is definitely a card that people play. Super Poly as well, because Lair of Darkness transforms everything into dark. So it's kind of like how Zombie World transforms everything into zombie, so you can go for Dragon Necro Nether Soul. So Super Zombie Lair of Darkness pretty much the same. Really good card, but whatever. I get Ring of Destruction very early on, but I have Monster Reborn, so I still get to play the game. And then, summon that Water Mayakashi, Gozuki, summon Mizuki, and then this is going to prompt the Lilith very early. but he's gonna get Metaverse. He showed me 2 Crush Card Virus and Metaverse, and this was 1 back to the front, 1 Crush Card, and 1 Metaverse. And he definitely got lucky on the second Lilith, but whatever, it was a matter of time. And that Metaverse could have gotten the Mystic Mine, which would have been really freaking annoying for me, because this was a match, but I didn't side, because I don't really like siding on EDO Pro, especially since I am on idea sections instead of side decks, but whatever. Yeah, okay, the Metaverse is definitely a pain in the butt here. Super Poly, okay, not too bad. Starving Venom, and then, yeah, Gozuki is going to summon that Glow Bloom. I do have Banshee in my graveyard, though, by the way, so this isn't just searching the Doom King, it's special summoning it right away. So very bad for my opponent. So on the attack declaration, activate Zombie World, and then summon the Doom King instead. You want to attack me? Sure, no problem. It's actually a better thing for me. So your Starving Venom goes bye-bye, and then I summon the Doom King, and the Lilith, yeah, sure, it's still really good, but then I can still get to play the game, and he's going to tribute that Doom King, but whatever, it's not going to be the end of the world for me. Uni-Zombie, you already know that at this point I can't go for the kill, because Lilith was the only interruption that he had, and I can trigger the Uni-Zombie Doom King effect, banish either the token or the Lilith. Yeah, okay, so the Lilith in this situation. Mizuki, revive back the Link monster. Okay, this was very poorly executed on my end. I should have banished the token and then put Lilith to 0 attack. That would have been infinitely better, but whatever. It's all good. Finally, a game where I go first. Okay, so Hajun gets ashed, called by the grave. I'm so good at always getting... Well, to be fair, if I didn't have... yeah, okay, whatever. I should have... I would have went like Prosperity Excavate, and then if I got like the Mayakashi return, I would have been able to play, but otherwise, no. Okay, you see, I had it anyways. So even without the call by the grave, I was definitely winning the game. I also could have went like up Monster Reborn, revive back his Ash, and then link off for Needle Fiber and play from there. But yeah, whatever, doesn't matter anyways. So Mizuki, revive back the Gozuki, and then since I have more than just the regular combo, I can do so much. I can technically use the Monster Reborn on my own turn, but I'm not going to be able to draw with that Vampire Sucker since I'm under Prosperity, which freaking sucks, but it's not the end of the world. Also have the Mayakashi Trap, that's insane. But his hand is pretty good. I mean, it's not that it's pretty good, because every hand in Eldritch is always like kind of the same in a way. But I'm going to be able to banish the Golden Lord. I think just activating the Black Awakening was already a misplay. And he also stated that, so this guy is pretty good, but yeah, that was like, I want to say the only misplay that he did. But whatever, you're going to see. So on my own standby phase, the kind of Doom King would try to come back, but at the same time, Baroness has to negate the punishment, and then you can go Torrential Tribute, but after I get a draw, so it's all good. In my favor, actually, I was able to kind of get rid of 2 trap cards, so yeah, definitely not a bad thing either. And yeah, Mayakashi Link 3 after the Water Boy, and then summon back the Baroness, which can't negate, unfortunately, so kind of sucks, but whatever, not the end of the world. So that's why this Imperial Order actually resolved. This is hard once per turn, and I already tried to negate the punishment. But yeah, he gets the Hakuero summon, well, set the Scarlet. And top deck Hakuero again. How many Hakueros is he actually on? Ooh, Torrential, pretty nice. With Goes in match, okay. Oh, Dino-Miscus as well. I actually really like this deck list. The only thing I think is slightly incorrect would maybe be the Ash. You could actually argue 1 Ash makes sense because you can make like Needle Fiber. Well, at this point it would be like 2 Ash. But yeah, Needle Fiber and then summon another Ash and then like, I don't know, tag out into TG Wonder Magician, pop a card. He kept sync, but whatever. At this point, there's just no way he wins. He's way too late behind. And the final game, last but definitely not least, I have absolutely 0 hand traps, and this DDD player is just, he can pop off. I mean, his hand is pretty freaking insane, but I feel like something kind of went wrong here. You're going to understand why soon enough. So, whatever, he even draws the field spell. That's pretty freaking insane. But yeah, it makes another Gilgamesh up until now, nothing incorrect here. I think this should have been the other card. It should have been the Vice Typhoon. No, sorry. Yeah, the Vice Typhoon, so he would have made the level 8 instead. So if I have like Imperm, I can't negate. Well, at this point, I would have Imperm the Gilgamesh, but whatever. And then revive back the Caesar, search for the Swamp King Gate. I just don't know. Yeah. If he can... Yes, you see, he summons another level 6, though. Jack in the Hand, not the best card at all. Lure of Darkness, banish, and then top deck Ragnarok. Another Jack in the Hand. Yeah, please, for the love of God, don't play Jack in the Hand just don't play Jack in the Hand in any deck. It's always a bad card. Imagine in a mirror match, Jack in the Hand against Flunderies. Okay, thank you for the +1. Yeah, it's just not good at all. And of course, your opponent is always going to... Well, to be fair, you actually get to pick the card, either Eglin or Rabina. So it's true that it alongside Ostrich would actually work, but still not good enough. Alright, what am I going to... Well, the thing is, I have Rivalry in Zombie World, and he has 2 monsters, so not enough ways for him to apply pressure on me. And, yeah, get back that Doom King after he got hit by Call by the Grave. I'm gonna waste a bit of time and uselessly waste this Doom King for absolutely no... I know I'm under Call by the Grave. I was like, I'm gonna try now. But yeah, under Call by the Grave, you're actually affected for like 2 turns. So that turn and the next turn. And as long as I can actually stall out the game, he's going to die before me because these spell cards are actually burning him. And now at least I get to banish this Machina, but at the same time, I kind of lost that Doom. Well, actually, it's definitely not like bad for me because the Doom King is just gonna come back anyways. So it's really not a bad thing. Now I can't really banish this Gilgamesh, otherwise he can put Lilith in attack and then crash and then play on main phase 2. And I really don't want that to happen. So I'm just gonna play like super passive, banish that Lilith. You really can't play at all. And just keep on drawing cards every single time. He just has to pass. He really can't do anything. He can attack over that sucker, but I mean, really not achieving like that much. And yeah, I mean, at this point, it's kind of obvious that I can go for game. At the same time, this Orthros, I should have known that it also could special summon itself from battle damage, but it really doesn't matter because he's going to kill himself with the Swamp King. I can literally just go draw phase, Swallow Slash, pop these 2 scales, and then you take 500 with your own Swamp King. So yeah, pretty interesting way to go and kill DDD. Let me know in the comments if you actually killed a DDD player by letting himself burn to death with the Dark Contracts. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this testing video. Make sure you let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.